Welcome back to the greatest show. I am Jake L. Harris. And how did you know, Cass? We got the Buster Cam. Oh. We got the Buster Cam. He's what? Where is he? He's right there. I mean, he looks like a toupee, but he's right there. Hello. We're back with some Strange Antiquities. Buster looks so black from this angle. Yeah, it's interesting. Most cats that are tuxedo, I feel like, are like mostly black, whereas he's like very half and half, like, and maybe even is slightly more white than black on his underside. But when he's in this very specific position, you would not be able to tell, and you would think he's just a black kitty. Was psychic? Hell yeah. Okay, I don't know. I'm trying to genuinely, I'm trying to remember. There's a chance I streamed Strange Horticulture to Discord and not on stream, and it was would have been a while ago. So when we cuddle Harris, Buster better lay on top of us. He will cuddle. He very much is a cuddle on his own terms kind of guy, though. I mean, most cats are, but like, he falls into that of like, he will cuddle. Like, there's times where he needs a cuddle, he doesn't even realize it, and then he starts getting cuddled and he starts making biscuits, and I think he kind of realizes, oh yeah, this is great. And there's times he'll come up and do it himself, but there's a lot of times where he's just, you know, he just wants his own time, and that's okay. That's kind of the beauty of cats, is they're not as, they don't need as much attention as dogs, but then that goes both ways of they don't want as much attention as dogs either. Not looking before my time. Well, that's the thing is, so my story with Strange Horticulture is, when I was volunteering with the International Game Developers Association at the Game Developers Convention, I was able to walk around the convention as part of, you know, helping volunteer. And there's a section of the convention that's for a place for indie game devs to show off their games. And one of the games there was Strange Horticulture, which was this very, I hesitate to call it simple, because it was one of those, like, basically the whole goal was you're supposed to use clues to identify the plants that are in your shop. And but there was this big story behind it of things going on in the city that for your plant shop, and it was just a very cool way of telling this big story with a puzzle that, like, very simple description, but lots of depth to it. A very, very fun, very, very, very fun game. Very specific art style. You'll get in, you'll see what I mean. Like, without even remembering the name of the first game, I looked at this and realized, oh, this is made by the same people, isn't it? I don't know if you stream this. Yeah, so there's a part of me that's like, did I stream this here or did I stream it to Discord? And I think there's a real chance I might have streamed this just to Discord, like Splash and maybe Crank. And so maybe some of this will be new, or a lot of this will be new. And honestly, I don't want to say this game blindsided me. I wasn't aware that this game was even coming out until like last week. And once I saw, oh shit, this game's coming out, and oh wow, this is definitely by the same people that made Strange Horticulture, I specifically purposely stopped reading anything more, because I was like, I want to go into this as blind as possible, because I enjoyed the last one so much that I'm sure I'm going to like this one. I did look at a couple reviews just to make sure I wasn't like that. You know, every once in a while, sophomore projects like try too hard to be the first game or try too hard to not be the first game. And you know, just every once in a while, like it's not uncommon for like games like this to be like a disappointment compared to the first. And the reviews are glowing. Rock Paper Shotgun literally compared this to Blueprints as like contender for like puzzle game of the year. Which, if you've heard me talk about Blueprints this year, you know that, man, I still probably am pulling for Blueprints over Clair Obscur for game of the year, and I fucking love Clair Obscur. So I'm excited to try this out. I'm excited to share this with you if I didn't share Strange Horticulture with you. So let's get into it. As a thaumaturge's apprentice, there's a lot to learn. Every object must be treated with care, and it is important to identify the harmful from the harmless, the potent from the mild. It was only supposed to be a temporary arrangement when Eli left the shop. Strange Antiquities in my hand. Oh, don't tell me. You know what? Buster's going to the top right. Oh, holy shit, the game just keeps playing audio even... I realized I was still playing the soundtrack in the back. Whoops! But it's okay. We're now playing the music. This year is stacked for Game of the Year contenders, Split Fiction, and Kingdom Come Deliverance too as well. Had my feet amputated and my boss fired me. He's lactose intolerant. God damn it, Amu. You know what you need to share, Harris? Your bed with me. Oh my god. Yes. We already agreed to the cuddling. So it's like Game of the Year contenders, Split Fiction, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Obviously, I'm big on Blueprints. Clair Obscur. Silk Songs apparently back in the contention. Death Stranding 2 is like apparently really good. Like I tempted to go actually beat Death Stranding 1 so I can beat Death Stranding 2. Ghost of Yotai isn't even out yet. And Ghost of Tsushima, for me, was a Game of the Year contender. So, you know, that's not necessarily saying Ghost of Yotai will, but I have high hopes for it. Like, man, it's so funny. Like, with all due respect to Astro's, what is it, Astro's Playroom or whatever? Last year was a very, very low stakes Game of the Year. Like, why am I blanking on the name of the Elden Ring DLC? For me, there was a legitimate argument to have the Elden Ring DLC in the Game of the Year contention last year because, like, the games that came out last year, like, it's not like there's a bunch of bad games, but like any of the games that I've just listed off would have easily won last year. Yeah, it seems like it's every other year. I do think it'll be Clair Obscur. I hate to say I'm concerned, because if Silk Song's good enough to beat Clair Obscur, then Silk Song's good enough to beat Clair Obscur. But I'm a little concerned that Silk Song's hype and then it being good is going to push it over Clair Obscur, which sucks because that helps reinforce the whole sequel mindset of the industry, of a new original IP can never beat out a sequel. Even though the sequel is an indie, like it's, and you know, it shouldn't lose because of that, but I don't think it will. Clair Obscur is a genre redefiner. It's tough because as someone that's not a Hollow, like, I'm not a Hollow Knight enjoyer. I don't think it's a bad game by any means. It's just not the game for me. I definitely agree with you. But for people that do enjoy Silk Song, and people who enjoyed Hollow Knight, have waited for Silk Song, and have come to enjoy Silk Song, like, now a little, this is like, you know, you know, frustration with other games and that have won seemingly because of fan bases, but it reminds me of like Breath of the Wild beating Horizon Zero Dawn, where a game that is fine or good even gets how good it is gets blown out of proportion by a player base of like devoted gamers that and beats out an original game. Fucking hates Hollow Knight. It's so overtrue. Let me help you make a silk song. Oh my god, Cass, go get food and cuddle with your other guy. Or am I the other guy? I might be the other guy. I gotta accept that I might be the other guy. He's looking for his wallet right now. Why can't you be the wallet? Ooh. Okay, I'm rereading this page because I already forgot what I read. It was only supposed to be a temporary arrangement when Eli left the shop. Strange Antiquities in my hands. None of us knew that by then the pendulum was already swinging with a terrible certainty that could not be stopped. You're my backup. I'm flying to California if he doesn't come. Uh-oh. The ravens were an omen. A circling unkindness of black wings and cheerless cries that seemed, even then, to signal the start of a rising day. Music is so good. I so agree. If anything, I'm a little frustrated. Oh, I need to turn it down a little, actually. I'm a little frustrated because as good as the music is, there's none in the menu. So I had to find the soundtrack on YouTube to start playing it. There is nowhere to put Buster, is there? Okay. We gotta bring it down a little bit. That still needs to come down like a little bit, which sucks. I love leaving it on finding number. Bottom left. Whoa, fuck me. I'm assuming this gets used for something. But maybe it is bottom left. Okay. Time to figure out what the heck we're doing in this game. Well, first off, we're petting the cat. Always pet the cat. It's literally in the game's description. Like, the don't forget to pet your cat, that's the title of the stream right now, is literally in the game's description on Steam. So, oh, I can inspect the cat? Oh, look at those pretty eyes. Well, I don't know if it's letting me pet the chin or not, but I'm going to pretend it's letting me pet the chin. Okay. What are you playing, Data Everything? Oh, fuck! I should play Data Everything. That'd be perfect for, hey, we gotta fill some time before Ghost of Yotai comes out. It actually would be perfect. Damn! Okay, color and composition. I mean, I'm not gonna say no. Alright, color and composition, sense of touch. Move the cursor over different parts of the object to inspect it. Hard and somewhat rough. Are we talking about the skull or are we talking about Cass? Cool and smooth. Oh, this is cool. This is so cool. Okay. I'm expecting some ass pics. Unfortunately for you, I don't have one. I have nothing to remark on the scent and sound. Really? It's a skull and has no... Fills me with a sense of foreboding. Okay, this is so cool. Oh, it's clay. Okay, so in Strange Horticulture, you got plants, and then you had to identify what plant it was based on a number of other hints you were given. And it looks like we're going to be doing the same thing, except with artifacts. And it's the amount of information we're getting is so cool. So what is this? Click to edit. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. So I can tag it as something. Okay. That's just a plant. When I move the plant, I can move the plant. I can put it. All right, cool. So we've got shelves, which let us organize things. What is this? Nothing in the archive. It is day 1 Thursday. Still in the morning. I'm assuming we need to hit the bell, but I want to see if there's anything else I want to look at. Green marble and iron. Cool and smooth. Intricate detailing. I have nothing to remark on the scent or sound. And then I have nothing to remark on the inner perception. Okay. Cool. So there's a whole bunch of these. Wait. I can't do anything with the plants, though. Alright, let's press the button. Eli White. What do we know about Eli White? Eli is it? Oh, wait. We're supposed to be taking this over for him. Eli's the person we're taking this over for. Eli's a thaumaturge, a collector and curator of powerful objects. Hey. Okay, so the play skull is foreboding, but the moving eye is nothing? Yep. Objects set to the untrained eye may appear dull and lifeless, but that in the right hands and armed with the right knowledge could be a gateway to so much more. I received a gift from Cass. Oh no. And by oh no, I mean, hell yeah, date everything's gonna be next after this game. By date everything, I mean date Ashley Birch's character. I don't know which one it is, but I gotta read that message though. Give me kisses, sexy Marine man, and you are cute and sexy, no denying it. You didn't capitalize Marine, how dare you? Objects sent to the untrained eye may appear dull. Sorry, I read that. For Eli, the quest on Earth and to understand each new object has been the driving force of his adult life. I will give my soul to the tomb of the unnamed soldier to sacrifice. I feel like that's the exact opposite purpose of the tomb of the unknown soldier. But, you know, if you want to sacrifice for something, who am I to stop you? As owner of Strange Antiquities, Eli is a stern master. He knows firsthand what can happen if the right precautions are not taken. He doesn't tend to show much emotion, but he does have a more tender side. The side is mostly reserved for the store's cat, Jupiter, which, as I can see, Jupiter, devourer of souls. Jupiter is a thaumaturge's cat. More accurately, Eli is Jupiter's thaumaturge. Jupiter found Strange Antiquities, perhaps drawn to the curiosities within, and made it his home. Eli was more than happy to accommodate him, but he learned early on that Jupiter was his own master. His business is his own, but it largely consists of regular naps, terrorizing rodents, and midnight explorations of Undermere and beyond. What he does on his excursions is a mystery, but he seems to be well known among the town's residents. Have you seen New Dying Light game? I've seen it was coming out. Dying Light is one of the games that, like, I've been playing with a couple of friends, like the OG Dying Light, and there's literally been ads in the game that you have to watch before you can go play Dying Light for this thing. The reviews for it seem fine. I don't know if I'd spend money on it. I think I'll wait for it to come on sale, but it seems fine. Oh, speaking of sale, this game is on sale. If you are excited, if you start watching this, you're like, yo, I have to play this. I don't know how much longer it is on sale. Oh, I've been called away to assist an urgent matter, and Ravenglass must leave at once. I'm leaving the shop in your care with some reluctance, I might add. Make use of my reference materials. Here, take this. Okay. There's an index in the back that might be useful to you. Strange Artifacts. Guide to occult objects from TS... What? Stop talking it! If in doubt, study it carefully, and remember that there are some powerful artifacts here. Under no circumstances should you seek entry to any locked doors, drawers, or cupboards. In fact, safest not to touch anything at all. What if I touch the spider? It should be back in a few days. Okay. Unlock everything. Use arrow keys or WASD to navigate your shop. What? Oh, double click also lets me do the right click thing. Stone, orange gemstone, turquoise gemstone, green gemstone, blue gemstone, stone and gold, and then a hole. Silver and gold. Oh. Cool, cool. Warm. Cool, cool. Raised detailing. Warm, cool, warm. I have nothing to remark. Nothing smells in here. What the fuck? Alright. Book time to read. I will say, if this game's anything like the other one, there will be a lot of reading. Get wrecked. What is this index? No, no. Go back. Okay. Oh, sorry. Wisdom, referenced in Libula. What the fuck? Ecumenical. An ecumenical is a receptacle commonly featuring a memento mori. Fuck. I thought it was done with the Dead by Daylight. What the why am I doing moris? Are you excited about the new game, My Femboy Roommate Special Date? I don't know if excited isn't the word. You know, I'm not gonna yuck it, but I'm not necessarily excited. It's hard for me to get excited, though. Memory cannot reside in both the mind and the ecumenical at the same time, and it cannot be stored indefinitely. When a memory has been left for long periods, we begin to emit unpleasant vapors. An empty ecumenical, on the other hand, has ominous presence, pulling at the thread of one's mind. Ominous presence? Wait a minute. What was that? This one? Sense of foreboding. Could this be an ecumenical? That's back to this. Archive. Huntress, Memento Mori. Cat bio. I read it! I read the cat bio! What do you mean? You missed it! How could you? We learned about what he does on excursions as a mystery. Alceris, would you ever be interested in playing Fallout 76? I have played Fallout 76. It's a fine game. It's doing much better than it was at launch. And, you know, I've enjoyed that. I don't know how much more time I'd want to put into it. I was trying to buy the game. Oh, shit. Well, that's fair. Is it still on sale? I know it was on sale when I picked it up, when you messaged me Wednesday. 10%. This game. Strange Antiquities. I almost call it Strange Horticulture. Also, play Strange Horticulture. These objects induce Ares Remnant. These objects induce a form of synesthesia, where colors and tones, light and shadow, can be felt through touch. Ooh. They're sometimes used by those who work in low-light conditions, such as miners. Gemstones and Ares Remnant are arranged in the shape of the constellation that shares its name. Oh. Okay, so... Oh my god, there's so many. What game? Strange Antiquities? I did have a couple drinks. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, clay. Okay, Zias are made of any single material except wood or clay. Okay. We have no similar other ready on the surface. Okay. Well, let's... We're supposed to ring the bell. Let's ring the bell. Thomas Pope. Congratulations. Today is the day you meet the great Thomas Pope. I feel like that's me. A man of two loves, fresh mountain air and a little white dog called Hamish. I reserve some room for laughter among friends and shops with cats in them. Okay. Okay, he can't be that bad, right? Be so kind, I'm looking for a replacement for my hunter's boon. Alright, so we gotta find a hunter's boon. So let's look at the book again, and... A hunter's boon is a primitive item. They grant the power of the predator, enhancing perception and agility. They're made from trophies taken from slain beasts, with those from the deadliest predators being the most prized. They're simple items without embellishment. Okay, so we gotta find something that would be from strongest beast. That looks like maybe this. Okay, so yellow-brown. It's a yellowy white color. Smooth, but with hard ridges. Smooth. I have nothing to remark. Gives me a sensation of power. So this feels like it's probably a hunter's boon, right? It looks like it's a tooth, maybe from some strong thing. There's no simple items without embellishment. Gives a feeling of power. Let's see, what else might be it? I don't know if there's multiple items that could. Fun fact, topping a twink gives you a sense of power too. Good to know. What is this? I have nothing to remark, nothing to remark. Nothing to remark. Rough fabric, hard and somewhat rough, hard and cool, engraved detailing. Brown fabric of some sort, bone, yellow and white. Cheap metal of some kind, probably pewter. So this feels like a little more detailed than what a hunter's boon would be. Let's see if there's anything else. These all looked carved. What the fuck are you? Iron, gray metal flecked with dark red. It's not rust, it's blood. Ooh, I can press 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, that should seem obvious from looking at these, but just to make it clear, you can't actually press the buttons to switch between them. Substance flakes off and leaves a mark on my fingertips. Raised detailing. I have nothing to mark on the... Man, my sense of smell must suck. I can't remember. Can you look down? What the fuck am I looking down at? Right. Put this here. What does this do? What? Oh no. On thaumic fields, all thaumic objects produce a field of sorts. Although invisible to the naked eye, they can be observed when placing an object over a thaumic lens. Diurnic field. Those fields are not fully understood to study them over the years. Can you shift to bring up a magnifying glass? Okay, so if I hold shift, it lets me do this. Doesn't seem to be doing anything right now. Can I... There. What the oh. Where the hell do you go? Reminder, stored a couple items in the cellar of the wine merchant next door. Where's the archive? Wait, where was the archive button? I'm gonna put this in here, thank you. I'm gonna put that in here. I don't necessarily need those out, but I do want to... What the... Oh! Okay, so mechanic from the first game is there's a whole map of Undermere. Well, a whole map of the area. And we actually get to explore as part of the day. And I guess we're going to find more objects to bring back. If it's anything like the first game. I'm going to put this up there. What the hell are you? Okay. Okay. Okay, so what the hell is the pattern? Because it looks like it is a pattern. Okay, yeah, it is a pattern. So this goes here. Because it goes between whatever this is and whatever this is. So that goes there. So that's easy. Well, let's give this to you. Hunter's Boot. Clues. This is a tiger's tooth, a trophy from a predator. Closer inspection, it gives a sensation of power. Cool. We have a new book content discovered. Oh, that's right! Our book isn't complete either. So we're going to find more things that... Like, not... There... I had an idea of, oh, I should just go through all these items and identify them with the book. But I forgot that, hey... We're going to learn about more things. This isn't everything in the book. Selenic Totem. These carved totems, more commonly known as moon hearts, can be imbued with a sentiment or feeling such as love or joy and then held tightly to recall the same feeling. They sometimes feature crescent shapes, so do both the Selenic and Noctic disciplines. Indeed, the form of the item itself will often have a connection to either the moon or the night. Cool. Business is unusual. Handle your first customer. You can add labels to items while inspecting them using right-click. Okay, so... We have all sorts of things. Oh my god, there's all sorts of things. Oh! I see. We're probably gonna have... Wait, can I... Oh! Oh, right! In the first game, you could sell stuff, but that doesn't mean you still had copies of it. So we gotta name this. What was it? Hunter's Boon? Hunter's Boon. This is a sequel? Yes! Sort of? I don't know if it's strictly a sequel or if it's a spiritual successor. They made a game called Strange Horticulture. Yeah, I don't know. I genuinely don't know either. But it's a very similar gameplay loop, already. And I am so okay with that, by the way. It's crescent shape. I don't know if that's enough to market. So we'll... Jack Hungerford. The nights are drawing in again. Dark shadows hide dark deeds, or so my father always used to say. Seems like the dark shadows have grown darker since the past 2 winters gone. Creepy dark is set up in my house. I'm told a shadow hold will draw it out. I hate the similar loop. They should have made it a first-person FPS looter shooter like Borderlands. With movement like Titanfall. Ooh, like Titanfall 3? A shadow hold, or oshotic vessel, is a container of any kind, sometimes a jar, or a bottle, or some sort of box. Don't joke, Harris. I'm not joking. Titanfall 3. Also known as Apex Legends. Wow. I didn't realize my mod community had such strong feelings. What is it? You know, if I had a nickel for every mod I had who I pissed off by calling Apex Legends Titanfall 3, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird it's happening twice. It can be used to contain an Oshadic spirit, the manifestation known as Creeping Dark, pulling from the shadows like poison from wound. They're decorated with an elaborate design called a Shadow Catcher. I felt a disturbance. How dare you? In front of my dinner. In front of my crab rangoons. Democracy Manifest or some shit like that. Oh god. What was the... Okay, so there's like a square, and then... There's a name for this symbol, or this part, or what this square with the curves coming out of it is, and I don't remember what it is called. But that should be easy to find, right? I do have that, right? There's no way. This is... Oh, wait, here it is. Made from clay. It's got a cork. Hard, somewhat rough. These markings have been carved in. Spongy. Pungent. Ooh. I have nothing to remark. Okay. Well, this is very definitely what he was looking for. Apex will never be Titanfall. Hello, Splashina. Ooh, this looks slightly familiar. Like it might be made by the same people that made Strange Horticulture? Apex wishes was even a fraction of Titanfall? Yeah. Also, hello, Splatty. Alright. Identified! Shadow Hold. The item is a container of some kind. Design of the bottle is the same as the sketch. We're so smart. Sunbond. A sunbond is small and lightweight, designed to be carried discreetly, and made of a non-precious metal of some kind housing a gemstone of light. They carry the warmth and light of the sun, a brightness that can pierce the darkest gloom. Okay, so we gotta label this. Shadow Hold. Alright. Ding, ding, ding. What's with all these ravens flying about Undermere today? Can't remember ever seeing anything like it. Wait, what is... There's a button. Wait. Huh? Oh god, I didn't want to do that, did I? Not a good day to be the sort who believes the dark to open. It's a letter for you. Okay. Open the letter. Discovered some papers in a hidden desk drawer in the boat yard last night. Mr. Jones almost threw them in the fire pit, but I asked to take a look at them first. That man does like to burn things. They look old. Maybe there's nothing of much use here. Thought of you when I came across an entry on the Shin. Charlie Weathers. Oh, okay. Is that it? Oh, weird. You can play with the clock. I never figured out what the clock did in the demo. Oh. You know, I have cam on Buster, which is very much where the cam should be today, but also you cannot see my what the fuck face when I click this and make it turn around. I don't want to explore when I don't have a like specific thing in mind, because one thing I remember in the first game is you could just like there was It was grid based of where you could click. And you could click on something and have it use up all your entire day of exploration and not do anything. You put Buster in the middle of the screen, so you know what we should be looking at. I mean, you get to look at that might cover Jupiter, and I want you to be able to look at both. Is that locked? Weights. So I can tell how heavy something is. Okay. We're gonna put the plate there. No, Buster is more important. But ¿por qué no los dos? I want an sick ring. Sick. That's a pleasing word to hold on the tongue. Ossic ring. All right. These somewhat macabre objects were originally made as offerings to the goddess Corchin, but the practice fell out of favor as belief waned. They are hard to come across now, but they are occasionally sought out for their ability to keep vermin at bay. Some say they can hear, or Corchin's unearthly hiss when they hold an Ossic ring up to their ear. Okay, Corchin, I see. Is there another reference? No, that is the only reference to Corchin. Then enjoy your food and cuddles. And then we can click on ring. Ring only goes back to Ossic ring. Okay. So let's start with the basics. Do we have like a ring? No. Okay, so we don't have like a ring you'd put on your finger. Oh yeah, what's this? We'll figure it out later. Wait. No, that doesn't fit there. So then my next thought is, what's this? Made of bronze. An uneven texture. I have nothing to remark on the scent. And nothing, okay. That doesn't seem right. Yeah, we'd be able to hear it. Right? That's what they're saying? So, scent and sound. Nothing to remark. Nothing in here looks like it's that. Okay, so what do I try next? I mean, I could just click on everything. Did I label Shadowhold? Yes. I've labeled the Shadowhold and the Hunter's Boon. Well, this is a ring. Ah! Soft sound like a serpent's whisper emanates from within. This seems like our thing. Oh! Made of bone, satisfies description macabre. Closer inspection confirms the hissing noise can indeed be heard. Okay. This is an Ossic ring. Evo Kent. As opposed to the Evo Can. These stone items weigh the same as a man's heart, according to popular myth. The truth is a little less dramatic, but the weight of these items is nevertheless important and should not stray more than a hair from precisely 1 pound. Rimshot. What do you... Amo, you of all people cannot judge me for that joke. Unless you're laughing, and then, yes, you're allowed to judge me. They're placed on the chests of those in the coma to draw them out. Okay. It wasn't negative. Fair. Okay, so... That was, what, Ossic ring? I guess what it was called? No, not that. Yes. Spelled it right. Okay. All right. Ring. Ooh. The behavior of these ravens is disturbing to say the least. Oh, Edmund Bishop. As a rule, they only come together to feed. Ravens are omnivores, carrion eaters mostly, but they'll take anything they get their talents into. And they'll kill if necessary. Been planning on dropping in today, but there's something happening out there and I'd like to know what. A voice of Cernunos might help put me at ease, or it might do the opposite. Okay, first of all, what does this say? The ornithologist. Edmund Bishop, the 14th Lord of Gleaston Castle, is a man of wealth and privilege like the 13 before him. He's a man who would be easy to despise as his father was, but he's well loved by those who know him. Now retired, he was a professor of ancient languages at the University of Cumbria. His real passion is birds. His students learn to divert particularly dense lectures on Latin declension by asking about local owl species or by quizzing the professor on increasingly exotic bird calls. He was only too happy to oblige, spending hours recounting stories of his adventures in Africa and New Zealand. Oh. I think the last one very much didn't take place on this world. The fact that, like, went to college in Cumbria and, like, talk about Africa and Australia makes me think, yeah, maybe this isn't technically a sequel of the last one. Okay, what is the voice of that? Voice of yes. Trenunos wearing his torque. Oh, he's also... Ooh. Oh. Okay, this is the thing we clicked on, wondering if it's... The thing, first thing I clicked on thinking was, wondering if it was the ring. Right? The name voice Cernunos is used to refer to any bronze torque that has certain imbued properties. With skills, such an item can be used to read the patterns of nature that are otherwise hidden to us. Cernunos is a pagan god of the force of nature, typically depicted as a man with the antlers of a stag and often wearing or holding a torque. Now, I don't actually know what the frick a torque is. Hello, I understand there are kittens here. Yes, so besides the one that's, you know, up here in this corner, there's also Jupiter, who we can pet. And purrs for us. Hello, DTN. How are you doing today? Also, Jupiter has a bio. Or biography. As Devourer of Souls. Because, you know, cat. So yeah, it's this, right? Hell yeah. Items made of bronze. Similar looking item appears around the neck of Cernunos in the sketch. Spirit Eye. There are some who stay away from Spirit Eyes, believing them to be a window into a world that should not be seen. Others who deride their fear as nothing more than superstition. It is not clear exactly what they do show. Another layer beneath the visible world, perhaps. A layer that requires something more than the traditional senses to experience. They draw their power from the imposing symbols inscribed upon them. Okay, so... I'm sorry, but did you say Jupiter ass slime? That's a Jupiter, just... Jupiter... Devourer of Souls. Oh, okay, cool. So we get visits day one, we get to see all the things they said. Okay. All the things they said, all the things they said, running through my head, running through my head, running through my head. All the things they said, all the things they said. Running through my head, running through my head. All the things they said, all the things they... This is not enough. Ah, yes, tattoo. Yes. Okay, so yeah, I did have that around his neck. Well, let's tag it. Okay, closed. We could end the day. Let's explore first. Do we just go and order Greywick Farm? Sure. Thursday, Greywick Farm. The scent of damp hay lingers in the air as crows pick up the muddy ground between weathered stone barns. Farmer lets us gaze briefly, offering little more than a nod before turning back to his work. I don't think I'll find anything useful here. Okay. Did that take any time? Huh? Well. Wow. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I no longer have questions if this takes place in the same universe as Strange Horticulture. Reading the map explains the map. Let's go explore Strange Horticulture. This curious plant shop on the edge of town is a quiet haven away from the bustle of the center. Ordinarily, I'd be delighted to while away some time there, but I have important work to do. And yet, an hour later, I find myself leaving the shop with a potted palliance and a weight off my shoulders. I've been chatting with the proprietor about the similarities and differences between our two disciplines, with a gentle purring hellebore curled up in my lap. Hellebore is the cat at Strange Horticulture. Aww. Wait, we can I... Oh, interesting. If I zoom in, it lets me... Oh, this is the Pelennor. Ooh. Where am I putting you? Yeah, go there. All right. We are about to have an ad run up, and I am realizing that I left my water somewhere. So I'm going to run this ad now so I can go find my water. If you are subbed or have other ways of circumventing ads, which totally there are none besides subbing and turbo. Definitely don't use or nitro. I always forget which is turbo and which is nitro between Twitch and Discord. You get to watch Buster. So I'll see you guys in 3 minutes. You soon.
JKL Harris smells like syrupy waffles. Saying he smells good?
Well,
We're back. We are all back. Lucy, again, I'm really sorry to hear about your cat passing away. That's not easy. I know he's gone through a lot over a while now. I don't remember exactly how long now, but yeah, I'm really sorry to hear that. And I made sure to give Buster a kiss on the head because, yeah, that sucks. So yeah, chat, if you would join me in making sure to keep Lucy's cat in your thoughts. I've heard a lot about him over the years. He always seemed like a great kitty. And yeah, pet your animals at home. Which I guess I should also, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention, speaking of along this, hopefully not too similar lines, but unfortunately maybe. In July when I visited my sister, I posted pictures of myself with my sister's dog Freya. The Burmese mountain dog that is a totally a small lap dog. I forget exactly the name of it, but there's something wrong with her elbows, and basically she is in fairly constant pain. It sounds like it might be manageable, so that my sister and her boyfriend aren't necessarily going to put her down, but it was not good news to find out about. So yeah, definitely keep Lucy's cat in your thoughts, but if you'd also keep Freya in your thoughts as well, because poor girl apparently is gonna have to deal with that pain for the rest of her life. And yeah. Kiddo's mental health therapist had a few more questions. That's not foreboding at all. Okay. Is it just gonna let me explore everything? I'm so confused. In the first game, there was like a limit to how much you could explore per day, but like this isn't moving along. I don't think this is moving along. Oh, there is something with the clock. What does it do? Okay, so it moves that along. Now that I'm not driving, I am well, thank you. Just chilling and reorganizing my office a bit. Hell yeah. I could do with some reorganizing. Although, I hesitate to reorganize too much, because long term my goal is to move in the room that's on the other side of the wall you usually see behind me. I just, need to actually set it up so there's an internet line in there. So I'm not just running a long-ass cable through my entire house. Although, come to think of it, I maybe could do that. I have come to the conclusion that I have too many models, and by conclusion, Mrs. the Noob has decreed it so. I mean, to be fair, mark of a good relationship is, hey, one of us came to the conclusion, and you know what? That's probably right. Even if it pains me, like, I can step outside my box and realize, yeah, that's probably right. And so, if she came to the conclusion and you've come to the conclusion that, hey, she's not wrong, then you know what? She might be right. And so, make spaghetti in real life? No, So I've been playing Satisfactory off stream. I mean, I've been playing Satisfactory off stream for a long time, but I've been doing a playthrough with Faith, Little Faith, and I specifically was like, I am not doing spaghetti on the on like I'm gonna do a belt floor, and I'm not gonna do spaghetti for it. We're gonna like we're gonna do stacks of lines. We're gonna, you know, we're gonna make the belt floor pretty, and it's gonna be organized and easy to grab stuff off of. And then Faith messaged you one day. It's like, hey, I'm gonna probably, like, is it cool if I play for an hour or two? Like, I know you're busy, but I'm like, I want to get on and play. I'm like, sure, yeah. And she puts down all of the spaghetti, and I'm like, and I come back and I'm like, damn it. I was like, I thought we were avoiding spaghetti this run. She's like, I didn't know. I'm like, that's fair. So we now have some beautiful spaghetti on our belt floor after I put in so much hard work to avoid spaghetti. And you know what? That's what makes Satisfactory great, is all that. Let's do some exploration before I spend the next hour. Okay, number 3, the Barrows. Top of the hill is a cluster of grassy mounds, the Barrows. Whoever is buried in them must have been important in their time. You don't avoid spaghetti, it's a way of life. Okay, it is... Wait. These are these symbols down here? Wait, also... Hold on. What the fuck? Okay. No idea what that does. So how does this game work? Kind of like Strange Horticulture. We have a book that describes objects. And we have objects that we can look at the color and composition. Like, we know this is clay. We can touch it. We know that this is textured or pointy. We can smell it and listen to it. Have nothing to remark on this. And then inner perception. Have nothing to remark on the inner perception of this item. And then if we find something that lines up, we can identify it. And do that by using tags down here, which we can change the color of the tag, we change the shape of the tag, and we change the icon of the tag. There's also going to be bigger puzzles, I'm sure, that we're solving, because there's this whole thing down here that I have no... that I have no idea what I'm doing. What the... Except we need to find more of these pieces, so I know that's a thing. Okay, let's keep exploring if it's gonna let us keep exploring. High Green Church. Church is old and the roof is in need of repairs. Moss and lichen add splashes of color to the otherwise gray exterior. I wander around in the back of the church where an old yew tree stands. Its gnarled branches scratch gently against faded gravestones in the breeze. Pastor strays into my moment of quiet reflection and imparts some local lore. The tree is known as the Witch of High Green Church. There are those who believe it to have unnatural powers. While the tree lives, the witch's fingers cut from its limbs are alleged to provide healing through pain. Let's pat the cat. We will pet Jupiter again. We will keep petting Jupiter over and over again. And morale will improve every time. So it's not a question of whether doing it until morale improves, because morale is improving every time we do that. Yay, thank you. Don't you worry. We've done it before. I will keep doing it. Also, Jupiter has a bio as well. They are devourers of souls. And Buster's covering it, but it's implied there's a visits thing right up here. And it's implied that we'll have conversations with Jupiter because the rest of these have conversations. But I mean, we're in a room of... we're in a shop of Strange Antiquities, which means one of them's going to translate cat to human, right? Or human to cat. Okay, we did the church. What's next? Wainwright Hospital. Healing pain, hollow corridors hum with echoes of hushed voices. Stench of death clings to stale air, turning my stomach. I have no desire to linger. Wonder if we can just go to everything. So maybe there's no point if we can go. You should also pet Buster. He's cleaning right now. He'll snuggle up next to me like when he's cleaning and stuff. So it's not like I'm like, oh god, he hates it when I interrupt him cleaning. But I tend to let him be when he's cleaning. Like, he's sometimes not very good at cleaning himself, so I don't want to do something that makes him feel like he shouldn't be. If that makes sense. I love you. Are you done? Did you stop cleaning? Oh, there you go. Yeah. My good clean boy. As I step deeper into Heathwood, the trees begin to change. First sparse and twisted, then thick and shadowed. I'm drawn to explore further, but something holds me back. Maybe another time. Okay, I wonder if we are just allowed to explore everything today, but we can't. There's nothing that's going to actually happen. If that's the case, I probably will go up to like 10, even though there's a lot more than 10, just to move the game along. Ivy strangles the iron gate, creaking loudly as it opens. Behind dust-cloaked windows, somebody watches me approach the old house. Tap the brass door knocker, waiting for an answer that never comes. I will say, one of the things that I actually like, and I say this as complimentary of the first game, is I think if you go in knowing what everything is, you can kind of like play the game, like be ahead of the game, and solve things like well before you need to. But for the most part, the game only asks you to solve things when you're able to solve it. So like, because like right now the game's not asking me to find anything, I probably can't find anything. And honestly, I'm kind of okay with that. Of like so I've been playing Horizon Forbidden West off stream, and I've kind of been thinking about, man, all of these puzzles are solvable. Like, I'm well aware that any puzzle I go into is solvable, which in real life, hey, I might walk into a ruins and there's nothing I find because it's just a ruin. But it's a video game, so obviously I'm going to be able to solve the puzzle. And I kind of came around to that, like, you know, that's a video game thing, and that's okay. That, like, hey, we're going to tell you that this is a puzzle, which means it's solvable, like, is an okay way to do puzzles, and I'm okay with that. So we stopped off at 7. Let's do 8, 9, and 10. So 8's the boatyard. 7, oh, I see. It's like rows. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Although then it goes backwards. 14, 15. See, there's all these other things that aren't even marked that we're going to go and explore. Oh, you know what? I wonder if that's what takes up the day. Is when we do the untagged things. The yard has seen better days. A mess of broken and rotten timber covers most of the outdoor space that isn't taken up by upturned boats, slowly being claimed by the weeds. In the middle of all this, a man looks up from repairing a small rowing boat. "You must be from Strange Antiquities," he says with a smile. He takes me into the dilapidated office where 2 metal buckets collect drips of brown water and a thin window pane rattles with every footstep. He pulls a sheaf of brown papers out of a desk drawer and places them gently in my hands. Oh! Well, shit. Now I have to go through everything. God damn it. I'm going to say we're going to unlock some book content, especially doing stuff like this. I'm not going to read it until I need to, because I'm going to forget it. So I might as well just read it the once when I actually do need it. Either because it's the object we're looking for, or it refers to something. Oh, he's even cleaning his ear. Good job, buddy. Good job, my buddy. Yeah. Right. Oh my gosh, he's cleaning my hand. This poor guy. I went and had drinks with another veteran last night. A couple other veterans last night. One of them has this very, very, very sweet, very licky pit bull who licked pretty much all over. And when I got home, I have not seen Buster sniff me that hard in a long time, but he was sniffing. It was just like, Wasn't cheating on you. It was a dog, not a cat. It's different. Apparently, as an afterthought, somewhat reluctantly, the man gives me something else as I'm leaving. I have no use for it, he says. Don't even know what it's for. Ooh, what do we get? Item discovered. Ooh. Poor Buster? Yeah. Cool. Okay, well, now we gotta explore every fucking named location. God damn it. Stockside Rock. This natural monument looms over the town like a relic, its weathered surface heavy with the weight of Undermere's murky and tangled history. What are you reaching for, you goofy? What are you... Hi. Hello. Alright. That was 9. The old jail. The old jail stands silent. Its rusted iron bars the only thing separating me from the ghosts of former prisoners. I take a quick look around, but there's nothing to find here. Alright. We're speed running this. The Museum of History has a quiet grandeur, lined with rows upon rows of trinkets and curiosities, found like Strange Antiquities in that regard, though I doubt there's much of use to me here. Curator ushers me away. Eli and I have an agreement. You know you're not to take anything from the museum. We'll have to get going soon-ish as pre-release night. Bro, it is pre-release night. Alright, so the spoken word. Theater is in surprisingly good condition, given the rather ramshackle state of the rest of the town. I shake my head, remembering the old Benjamin Marsh mistook a real sword for a prop one, accidentally stabbed a poor lady in the front row. Props and costumes have no use in my line of work. Or do they? Booterman. Keystone Manor. Keystone Manor exudes quiet luxury. Its halls maintained by a handful of discreet, tight-lipped staff who decline my request to meet the family. Sounds good. Wait, where are we? Strange Antiquities is 29. What happens when I explore here? Right back where I started. Okay. There was something we read. Oh! Who are you anyway? We're this guy's protege. Okay, you know what? Remember how I said, oh, things will tell you when we need to explore them? We discovered some papers in a hidden desk drawer in the boatyard last night. But I will say, reminder, I stored a couple of items in the cellar of the wine merchant next door. So, let's go explore. So we are right here. Let's go explore here, because I assume this is the wine merchant next door. The proprietor, a Mrs. Cranmore, begrudgingly grants me access to the cellar when I explain that I'm from Strange Antiquities next door. Yes, we'll take the lot of them out of here, would you? I can't say no to Eli after all he's done for me, but I don't like the thought of those unnaturals in the cellar. After all he's done for me, like he, but he's... What? Oh my god. Okay. All he's done for me. Okay. Alright, I'm going to say that is all the things we can explore for today. Oh, yes, and we now have handy check marks to say we have done this stuff. Nice. This game is so kind. It's a great puzzle game, and part of the reason it's a great puzzle game is it doesn't try to obfuscate a bunch of shit. There's even... I have it turned off, but we can even automatically label identified items, so I don't have to type it in. I'm just going to anyway. Like, I don't care. It's like it's kind of a funny extra step, and maybe if I want to name something funny, even though it's called something else. And it has he's nuts. It has a cat. Yes, just like the first game. First game also had a cat. We like games with cats, right, Buster? We also like playing games with our real cat. Yeah. Like clean ear. Like clean ear. I know you know. I was just making sure everyone else knew. Kitty! The cat is my icon for Steam. Yeah! Alfie! her icon is from the first game, and she didn't even know it was from game. She just really liked the look. So I was hoping she'd show up. DTN is currently on 3 stream streak. Hell yeah. Okay, so we might be missing something else, but I'm going to say we've done this thing, and we have a check mark to confirm that. We've done this thing, and we have a check mark to confirm that. I don't know what to do with this. And so I'm going to say we probably don't know. Well, I can grab this, but this isn't the right place. There's no way. So I'm going to say, let's end the day and go to the next. End of day 1. The black mare thundered through the icy rain, shining wet in the silver moonlight. Her cloaked rider was exhausted, cold and soaked to the bone. He knew he would not survive the night if he did not reach back Barrow. Okay, so it goes all the way to 17. What? I'm tracing? Sort of. I can't do anything wrong. Whoa. Oh. An escaped prisoner ran northwest. He hid me in the first building he came to. So, northwest of the jail? Where's the jail? Pine Road. Alright, we're gonna... Hell yeah! Still your first clue card. Is he lost on the moor? Because then it becomes very Dickensian. Becomes very Dick. Dilapidated warehouse is dark and imposing, and the struggling flame of my lantern does little to pierce its steps. Slowly search through its content with sense of despair, wondering if I'm even in the right place at all, when suddenly and unexpectedly I uncover something of value. That spotted yak. More relieved than elated, I take the trinket back to the shop for further study and a warm drink. Alright, what do we get? Oh no. I don't know if we... Here, Jupiter, you can guard that thing. I know what Dickensian is. But also, Dick's in the word. I know, you don't have one of those anymore. I'm sorry. It's what you need to pee. You'd still have all those crystals stuck in you if we didn't do that. Oh, Buster. Yeah, he's doing fine, though. He doesn't seem to mind. I think losing his balls at 2 was a bigger or more life-changing than that. Fine. Oh my gosh. He's so sweet. He's so sweet. Yeah. Alright, we gotta pet Jupiter too. Alright, let's ring this bell. Verona Green. I mean, it would be pretty life-changing for most guys to lose balls. Exactly. Hey, it's the lady. Is it actually the same lady? Strange Antiquities we can go to, or Strange Horticulture we can go to. Shit, I'm already missing. I'll read it from her thing. Are you done? Okay. Oh, it doesn't show it yet. Verona has been a constant in Undermere for as long as the streets have had cobblestones and the churches have had bell towers. She is respected and feared, which she revels in, and she is revered and admired, which she tolerates. Her knowledge of the occult world is second to none, and her expertise has steered the citizens of Undermere away from catastrophe on more than one occasion. The near misses of the Selenic Flame and the Woken Dendru are two such events that spring that to mind. Oh, I think those are the events of the first game. She's of the opinion that no problem is so great, no obstacle so insurmountable that it can't be diminished by a properly brewed pot of tea. Cool. Oh, book. All right, let's read what she actually had to say. Well, that's just perfect. Undermere fizzing with fear over these ravens, the thaumaturge has left his apprentice in charge. Sorry, my dear, that was rude. Pay no attention to me. I'm an old lady who got out of the wrong side of bed. These ravens have got under my skin is all. Please do let Eli know that I was looking for him next time you see him. And pass on my thanks for letting me borrow his copy of Hermetic Symbology. Okay. What is this? Hermetic Symbology by Quentin Holmes. 3 branches of thaumaturgy, each of these split into 2 disciplines represented by the following symbols. Celestial. Selenic of the moon, Dradic of the earth, Diurnic of the day, Noctic of the night, Mentic of the mind, Wixic of the body, and then imbuements. Okay. Calm, confusion, death, deception, fear, foresight, fortune, hypnosis, insanity, life, paralysis, poison, protection, strength, truth, weakness, and wisdom. Elements, earth, air, fire, water. But everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Light, dark. And materials, ashes to ashes. Oil, soap, tallow, urine. You know all about that one, don't you, buddy? Verdigris, vinegar, wax. Did I pronounce that right? I'm assuming that S is silent, but I could be very wrong. Verdigris. Mundane elements. I did, hell yeah. Antimony, arsenic, bismuth. Wait, arsenic is... There is nothing mundane about arsenic. What the fuck? Magnesium, phosphorus, platinum, potassium, zinc. Planetary metals. Copper, Venus. Gold, the sun. Iron, Mars. Lead, Saturn. Quicksilver, Mercury. Silver, the moon. Tin, Jupiter. Seasons. Autumn, spring, summer, winter. Weather. Buster, we're playing blueprints. You don't always die when you ingest arsenic. That's part of the reason it's not mundane. Fog, hail, lightning, rain, snow, storm, thunder, wind, cold. Frost, heat, ice. Wicca. Blessings, horned god, rebirth, spirituality, triple goddess, witch is not. Oh, witch is not. That's the symbol. And then which sign? 60% of the time, it kills you every time. Okay. No. Go there. All right. Good job, Jupiter. Good job, Buster. Why? What are you doing? Are you getting up? Are you sick of me petting you? You're like, Dad, I've had enough. Are you trying to bite me just off camera? Showed off his butt before he leaves you because he doesn't love you anymore, chat. Alright. Second best fuzzy option that you get on the stream. They want to watch? Watch back on YouTube. Watch it back on Twitch. Pre-release on a Louvre Must Booter, man. Feel paralyzed. I have no job, no partner, no friends, no prospects. Wow, Tess. You don't gotta call me out like that. I heard a horn shackle might be the answer. Horn shackles are used to bring about change in one's life, bestowing the ability to overcome personal demons. In use, the horns are rubbed between one's finger. Give your horn a good old rubbing. causing them to become worn smooth over the years. They can be worn as pendants, but are more commonly totems of some kind. Example of an elaborate horn shackle. Demons. Only horn shackle. Give your horn a tug. Sorry, it was one of GTN's favorite soundboard things. Is give your meat a good old rubbing. Actual line, I think, in Letterkenny. I mean, I am pretty sure that if it has been uttered on this earth, especially in Canada, it is a line in Letterkenny. Which is not a shot at Letterkenny. That is the beauty of Letterkenny. Okay. So we're looking for something that's been worn smooth over the years. Like this? Nothing to remark. Move the cursor over a different part of the object. What, did I miss something with this? Hard and cool. Red paint, or perhaps blood. Stone. Oh, have fun, people. Kranich is in charge. Uh-oh. Who the What else looks like it's been worn smooth? Okay, clay. Textured. No. What about you? It's rough and pitted. Frank! Okay, fine. So the horns. Oh, okay, that's the problem. I'm looking. Well, the horns, wood. This part feels smooth. Okay, it's this, right? We're looking for the horns are rubbed between one's fingers, causing them to become worn smooth over the years. They can be worn as pendants, but are more commonly totems of some kind, which would be this. So let's try this. Hey! The item has horns. Closer inspect reveals that the horns have been worn smooth. We're so good at this. A vestiger. Shall return? Hell yeah. Okay, so this is a horn shackle? Maybe I will turn on auto tagging. Is that what it's called? Horn shackle, yes. Alright. Ding. David Schaefer. Oh, you're the mailman. At least the weather's looking a little better out there today. Okay. Letter. Good day. You might be interested to hear that my plow overturned a strange-looking object yesterday. Come to the farm and it's yours, for the right price, of course. Kind regards, John Royston. Apologize for doing this. I'm not going to run an ad because I think I can do it real quick, but I got to use the bathroom, so I will be right back. You made shrimp pasta, yay! Oh my god, shrimp pasta sounds so good. Hello. Hopefully that was quick. Alright, come to the farm. Let's go to the farm. That was... Wait. Royston Farm, 30. John grins as I struggle to hide my obvious interest in the item he shows me. Any hope that he might not be fully aware of its value quickly evaporates, and after a lengthy negotiation, I reluctantly hand over the amount he originally asked for. We get... Ooh. Okay. This can go in the archive. Actually, here, let's do this. Stuff we've got check marked will go in the top row for now. I'm sure we'll run out of space, but that's where I'll go for now. Ding! Julia Braddock. Ah, Jupiter, we meet again. Yes, good Jupiter. Our paths crossed late last night on Princess Street. We shared a moment before he slunk off in the dark, on important business, no doubt. Wonder if you can help me. Visiting my grandmother later, I want to bring her something. Meow. She lives all alone on the edge of town out on Clanbrook Road. I don't always manage to get out there as often as I'd like. Thought maybe a moon heart would bring her some comfort. Uh-oh. I don't know what a moon heart is. The index in the back that might be useful to you. Hold on. Just double check. Moonheart is not on my list of things. Okay, so moon. Moonheart. These carved totems, more commonly known as Moonheart. Oh my, that's right. This is a thing in the other game too, where you'd have to find where some things you'd be like, what the hell is that? But there'd be another name in the description. Luckily, this one was easy. Like, they literally told you how to find it. It can be viewed with sentiment or feeling, such as love or joy, and then held tightly to recall the same feeling. They sometimes feature crescent shapes, associated with both the Sletic and Noctic disciplines. Indeed, the form of the item itself will often have a connection to either the moon or the night. Okay, Selenic and Noctic. Uh-oh. Something's very wrong. Selenic of the moon, Noctic of the night. Okay, so... triangle with circle coming out the top and bottom, or coming out the top instead of going down in. Noctic. Circles come out of the bottom instead of the top. So... colored wood. There's an owl in that picture, so I'm going with owl first. Nothing to remark on the sense, inner perception. Overcome by a warm, loving emotion. That seems right. Yeah. And then... yeah, I think this is it. This is a carved totem, the owl associated with the night. It bears a concealed crescent. That's not very concealed. Using the closer inspect tool tells me it imparts a feeling of joy. Hell yeah. Okay, so... what? That's what it's called, right? Select. Yeah. You know what? We're turning this on. Because that's basically how I'm using it anyway. Daisy Winters. A friend of mine, or former friend I should say, has been stealing jewelry from me. Uh-oh. 3 necklaces have gone missing over the past few weeks, including one that was a gift from my late grandmother. You have a suitable pendant that I could leave lying out for her to find that will teach her a lesson to make sure it never happens again. Ooh. Okay, now we gotta look at descriptions and then find something. We'll need to make a choice here. There are no wrong answers, but my decision will no doubt affect the events in motion outside my shop. Ooh, okay. So we can do a Zia or a binding seed. Meow. Okay, so a Zia. More about the neck to place them closer to the heart. These innocent-looking items instill a sense of fear and paranoia. They can be difficult to remove. These are made of any single material, like some wood or clay. They typically have no symbol or other writings on their surface. Okay. So Zia, and then what was the other one? Binding seed. These items are made of two distinct materials representing the mentic and the wixic, the mind and the body. The winding path, the mind described by a spiral encompassing the body of the seed. Binding seed is a form of punishment that amplifies feelings of guilt and shame. Guilt and shame or paranoia? I like guilt because, you know, they've been stealing, allegedly. And so, you know, if they feel guilt about it, then maybe they'll come clean. Versus the paranoia means they might make it harder. Sorry, there's something on my monitor that makes it look like there's something on the wall behind me. Okay, so let's do Binding Seed. So Mentic of the Wixic. So we're looking for like a spiral thing? Like this. No, but it's supposed to be a necklace, right? This? I don't like how this makes me feel. Rough and gnarled. Cool and smooth. Rough and gnarled. Darkwood. You, perhaps. Stone. Yeah. So, the Mentic and the Wixic... So, the U would be the Mentic and the stone would be the Wixic? Is that... I have no idea if that's right or not. Can I bring this down here and do something with it? No. Well, let's give her this. Items made of two materials, wood and stone, featured spirals surrounding a seed. Shield charm. Oh, that one's actually gone. Okay. Interesting. Why is that one gone? But the others weren't. Emmett Burrows. Found a man just now in that house where all them ravens were. What house? I wish I hadn't seen, but I did. He was sheet white, but it was his eyes that are going to give me nightmares. All black they were. It was like he weren't there anymore. I don't need to wait around for another sign. Taking my family to Sedberg, I'll be taking a Libula to see us safely through. Libula. Libulae are purported... What did one butt cheek say to the other butt cheek? Together, we can stop this shit. Are we the butt cheeks that together we're going to stop it? Oh my gosh. He's ready to fight. He's ready to fight. He's a fighter. He's a biter. He's a nibbler. What are you doing, sir? What are you doing? Are you gonna lie on the keyboard? Is that what you're gonna do? Oh my gosh, he's gonna lie on the keyboard. I can't believe this. Wait, what? Are you reaching through to swing at something? Sir. Sir. You don't see me to see my lunch dishes. Sir. What are you doing? I can't read chat when you're sitting there. I can't read about how cute you are. Buster did that. He attacked my hand when I was putting the camera back in the monitor. Okay. Libulae are purported to offer reassurance in times of upheaval and change, but they're not held in high regard by most scholars of the occult. That being said, an imbuement of wisdom shows that a libula is not merely decorative. There's a power symbology, its old dermatologists do well. Okay, imbuement. We know that's a thing. Imbuement of wisdom. Okay, so the crown thing. What has that symbol? Well, hello. What else are we looking for? What do we need to know about it? Bronze doesn't help us. Raised detailing doesn't help us. Nothing to remark. Nothing to remark. Okay. I think this is Bolivia. Item bears a symbol of wisdom. That was the only clue we had. It is now marked. Cool. Alright, do we have anything for the day? Oh. That's where the binding seed went. Okay, so it is labeled. Alright, let's... Oh. Where were all the ravens? Good Jupiter. Good Jupiter. But also... I'm not going to be able to see that conversation I had today, am I? No. I didn't mean to click on that again. I have no idea. Where they found the person with the... where all the ravens were. That was the only hint I got is, hey, all the ravens, you know that place where all the ravens were? They found someone there or something like that. The eye, wait, what the hell's the eye? Strange arrangement of rocks resembling the Stonehenge site, but on a smaller scale. Arranged with purpose, though what that purpose was remains a mystery. Locals call it the eye. There's nothing else to see here. Okay. Well, let's end the day. Deep pain radiated down the side of the rider's head, where he had sliced himself with a diverging hook, and his thoughts were scattered and toward. He could not see out of his left eye. Uh-oh. Alright, we'll do the tracing thing. So I'm looking somewhere on the map that looks like this? Saturday. Saturday. no. I'm looking for the penis. I don't know if there's a better way of describing this part than the penis. Just reach down. Nah, my belly's will get in the way. It's fine. That. It's not this, right? Why am I not seeing it? Oh, wait, is this it? Oh, this is it. Okay, so it's here? There's a narrow gap between the two houses, and I spy a small wooden chest wedged firmly inside. Slowly, I manage to work it loose, and when it finally comes free, it shoots out onto the hard ground and snaps open, revealing its long hidden treasures. Okay. Good Jupiter. Francesca Roberts. What happened to your cheek? Good afternoon. No, morning. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. I'm Francesca Robertson, a doctor of sorts. I assume you heard about Mr. Hungerford. Seems to be the talk of the town already. I'm used to dealing with maladies of an occult nature, but black eyes are certainly unusual. I've heard of something like this before, but I don't see how it could be the same thing. Either way, I'm hopeful an evocant will have some effect. What about an evocan? You're supposed to beat a joke into the ground, right? These stone items weigh the same as man's heart, according to popular myth. The truth is a little less dramatic, but the weight of these items is nonetheless important and should not stray more than a hair from precisely 1 pound. They're placed on the chest of those that comment on that. Okay, so... Well, first off, let's read your bio. Growing up, Francesca's father was her hero. When he died suddenly and tragically in a mysterious incident, nobody seemed able or willing to give her the answers she demanded, and she grew tired of being fed the same stories that she knew could not be true. As she entered adulthood, she learned how to find things out for herself. What she learned opened her mind to a world she had known existed, a world of occult maladies and dark articles. She learned about Torment's paralysis, Hobbs' fear, and the Sapphire Curse. She learned that these maladies could be cured. I think she was in the first game. That sounds very familiar. Okay, so... This is 1 pound, right? Okay. Put that there. I return. Why does she have a scar on her face? She's a doctor that she deals with the occult. Okay, so we're looking for... a stone item that weighs exactly 1 pound. Not you. Are you stone? Iron. No. You're stone, right? Okay. You're not 1 pound, though. What about you? No. You're not 1 pound. You're stone. Ooh. Got a possible winner? This is stone and gold, if I remember correctly, right? Yeah. It's not gonna be this. So let's try this. Item is made of stone. Weighing the item using my scale shows exactly 1 pound. Hell yeah. Daedalus link. I will, so something interesting that I'm realizing in a lot of my puzzle games in the past couple of years, and I think it's a good change, is puzzles where the answer, like, part of the answer is don't overthink it. So, like, a common thing when I'm watching people play Obra Dinn is they'll have some clues, and they'll point at one specific thing, but it doesn't, like, outright say, oh, it is this thing. And there's this interesting doubt of, like, well, that doesn't mean... So, like, for instance, there's a lot of clues where the only clue that you have of who this person is they speak a specific language, and there'll be one person from that country on the manifest. And correctly, you could say, well, yeah, there's only one Swedish person on the manifest, but there's also a Danish person, so maybe it was the Danish person that's speaking Swedish. Which realistically isn't a crazy thing to say, like, if you're, like, trying to solve something in the real world. But we're playing a video game. And video games, especially like Obra Dinn and games over the year, puzzle games over the years, have kind of been like, we're not trying to play fast and loose with these rules. If we give you a clue, it's a clue. There's some red herrings and stuff like that, but for the most part, like, I wouldn't be surprised that's the only object that stone object that weighs only 1 pound, because there's not anything really else to go off of. And I don't know, I kind of appreciate that design, because, man, I would, like, with Obra Dinn, I was pretty open to that being a thing where, like, okay, if the clue makes it, if it seems like the clue's simple, that's because the clue's simple. That's okay. Yeah, red herrings, like communism. Oh, no. Oh, no, not the red herring of communism. Jupiter, how do you feel about that? Jupiter just wants fish now. Do you have fish for Jupiter? I know what I have for Jupiter. I have an ad break coming up. So we're going to run this. We're going to put the camera back on Buster, because he's back to being asleep, because... So if you are subbed, or on YouTube, or have another way of avoiding ads, you can watch Buster. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in 3 minutes. See you soon. All right, we're back. Ding. Temperance Parker. Hello. Okay. Welcome back. Thank you. I had a quiet chat with Edmund Bishop and the Guilty Ram last night. He's always got an interesting story to tell. But last night he was different. Okay, Guilty Ram. Guilty Ram. Tell he's worried, which has got me worried too. Oh, that's not going to pause the discussion, what you're saying. I know it's not much, but I'd like a shield charm all the same. Ooh, we just got that. Hold on. Guilty Ram. Is that on my list? Strange Horticulture, Barrows, High Green Church, Wainwright Hospital, Heathwood, Lockhouse, Boatyard, Stockside Rock, the Old Jail, Museum of History, Spoken Word, Keystone Manor, Market Square, the Twinnings, Town Hall, Blacksmith Guild, the Convent, Undermere Station, the Pit, Mossywood, Galfrey's Tower, Bell, Bleakstones, Calgary Hall, Wordsworth Library, Jacob's Folly, River Church, Strange Antiquities, Royston Farm, the Courtyard, the Eye. I don't know where this is. Okay, well, Shield Charm. Generic charms, protection, have little to offer the skilled thaumaturge. We'd have some small effect. The Shoddock Spirit or a Wandering Shroud will not abide them, for example. Such charms make use of the art of symbology, an ancient and some would say primitive component of thaumaturgy, being made from a variety of materials, though rarely precious metals. Okay. Okay, so let's look at this then. What does that do? Take me back to the front? Okay, cool. Imbuements. Protection. I've seen that symbol. Where did I see that symbol? Hello, you. You're simple with that symbol. Cheap metal. And specifically this says rarely precious metals. So pewter is not a precious metal, I think. No, it just says, this doesn't tell me what precious metals are considered. But it specifically says something cheap metal, so not a precious metal. So yeah, that seems like good enough hints that this is what we're looking for. Identify 10 items! Hell yeah! This pendant has a symbol of protection. Oh, the cheap pewter... Cheap pewter feels like it was a clue. St. John's Anvil. Wait. Wasn't that a plant? Huh. Hugh Langston. There's something I wanted to show you. Is it your humongous heart? I didn't like the look of it, so I left it where I found it. What if it's cursed? It's hanging behind an old shed all overgrown with ivy. Let me draw a quick map for you. There. Okay. Okay, so near the church? Okay, so... three-way into a three-way. There's another church. There's this one. Wait, how many churches are there? There's Undermere Church. There's the High Green Church, which is this covering. Any other ones? Okay, so it looks like this. There's like a pond. They both have a pond near them. But this has this building. Yeah, this building into the pond, into the church down here. It's the building next to the pond. Okay, so we're gonna explore here. Shed is actually a wooden summer house that looks out over the pond, but it's clear this hasn't been used in some time. Thick brambles claw their way up and over one side of the structure, and ivy covers the rest of the mall green cloak. Finally, I'm looking forward to the rear. Parts of the ivy have been torn away recently, revealing an amulet hanging from a rusted nail. Something else catches my eyes. Reach for it. I notice that there's another pendant hanging next to it, almost completely hidden by the ivy. Got 2 for the price of 1. Okay. All right. Archive. Put that in the checkbox. Then what am I doing with this? You know what I should be doing? Because for the most part, objects that have been labeled, or we've already figured out what they are, at least in the last game, don't get used again. Let's start putting stuff we have found away. Start moving stuff that we haven't found a little more visible. Same thing over here. We can start putting stuff down here. Just to better organize. Sweet. Things look a little less crowded. There's no reason for me to be doing this. It's like petting Jupiter. Do I need to? Well, I do need to pet Jupiter. Verona Green is back. Eli's picked a bad time to leave Undermere. Come from the Hungerford house, where I've been helping Dr. Robertson and looking for any clues about what happened there. Hungerford house. There wasn't much to go on. Did find a shattered Oceanic vessel, but whatever did this was no creeping dark. There's a strange black stain on the flagstone floor that I didn't like the look of. Also, do that. Forgot that there was something there. And the ravens, very unusual, at least they seem to have dispersed. I don't know what to make of it. I'm going to take a trip to Gleeson Castle to see if Edmund and Bishop can shed any light on their behavior. But first, I would like a Vesiger. Whatever this is, we don't want it spreading. Alright, Vesiger. Vesiger can be used to prevent the spread of disease and pestilence. Among other oddities, flames burn pale blue in their presence. Do I just drag all of these by the flames? Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, that's a cool effect. Okay. I was kind of thinking this was gonna be silly, but they actually like made sure it's very obvious. That's nice. All right, let's do that. Using candle, I'm able to confirm the flames burn blue in its presence. Banishment of Hobbs' fear and Arctic sight. It's gonna take the form of a comforting guardian. All right. Okay, the Hungerford house. No idea where that is. We know where the lock house is, and that's it. The Greywick farm. Well, hold on. What else did she say? Hungerford house, where I've been helping Dr. Robertson. You. Robertson. Wait. Oh, it is Robertson. Why did I think there wasn't a T in it? Oh yeah, I have this too. So much space. Gotta figure out what this is. Oh, and the protection symbol. I was like, oh, I've seen that before. Yeah, it's literally right in the middle of my goddamn screen. Okay, nothing else, right? Open all this. There's space down here to put stuff. Oh, in fact, you know what? We're gonna just start doing that now. Really clear up some of the clutter. Alright, what's in the day? End of day 3. 2 days earlier, the rider and his fellow adventurer were deep underground, exploring the tunnels below the Kirkhead Tower. When they made a discovery. Their elation at their find would soon turn to horror. Is this a key? This is a key! After disagreement between two houses, I was buried behind lock and key. Wow. The lock house. Which is 7. And then there's key something, right? Keystone Manor. 13. So here. Large flat slab of granite marks the otherwise empty field. It bears the inscription. On this spot in the year 1813, Arthur Key did shoot and kill the beloved horse of Wellington Lock. Buried at the foot of the slab, I find an unlocked chest containing a handful of legal documents, as well as a pistol and another item that catches my attention. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay. They said something else, right? It's like a tower? But I don't think it's Galfrey's tower. But I haven't been there, so I might as well go. Climb the narrow winding stair to the top of the tower and I'm rewarded with views across Lake Undermere. I'm not alone in the tower. Standing in the center of the circular platform is a statue of a young woman, the Maiden. Her outstretched arm points due east across the rooftops of Undermere and beyond. Due east. Interesting. What is due east of here? That. Town hall. I haven't found out what I do when I go explore a place that doesn't have anything to explore, so let's start here. That was a mistake. Okay. So move this along. Cool. Whatever. Don't know what that means, but that's fine. Well, the shop is still standing. Eli, you're back. That's something. Say what you will about Undermere. This town is never quiet for long. I'll leave for a few days until everyone's talking about ravens and curses. I'm going to need to find Verona to get up to speed on what's going on. These are to come away from Ravenglass empty-handed. You can always rely on Quiet Susan to unearth an interesting trinket or two. Alright. Ooh, this looks cool. Ding. Edith. I'm not a good person. Uh-oh. Oh. She's wearing the... Pushing away the only people I care about. Help me do better, please. I have to change, but I don't know how. What do you have that can help me banish my inner demons and make the changes stick this time? She's feeling very guilty. Just notice a symbol before the red. Are we going to summon rats? There are no rats. Human-sized rats? What a preposterous proposal. Okay. What do you have that can help me banish my inner demons and make those changes stick this time? What do we have? Oh. It's demons. Oh! Yeah, so we just do the same one. The Horn Shackle, which will be over here? Gotta be this, right? Interesting. I mean, did you reuse items in the first one? Buster, I don't... It's been so long. It's been so long, I don't remember, buddy. I don't remember. Do you remember? Remember? Remember berries? Remember berries? Remember when? I think that was what we were supposed to do. Like... change in one's life, bestowing the ability to overcome personal demons. She specifically talked about changing your life and overcoming demons, which is the Horn Shackle. It's just interesting that we use it again. I think it's cool if we do reuse them, because that is part of the puzzle of like, what are these items for? Jessica Robertson. Hey, Doc. The evil cat didn't stop Mr. Hungerford out of it, unfortunately. Uh-oh. It's strange. At times he appears almost awake, but he is deep in some kind of trance and I can't get anything out of him. He needs to be searching for something. We can expect this is beyond my skill set, but I'm not willing to give up so easily. I believe in you, Doc. That's a bad idea, but I'm going to need a sleep vessel to get me through this week. Oh, what? The 6 points of a sleep vessel are said to represent the 6 thaumic disciplines: Selenic, Dradic, Noctic, Diurnic, Wixic, and Mentic. Help people to stay awake beyond any natural limits by storing their fatigue. Over time and repeated use, they become more and more difficult to handle, as though the undreamed nightmares within are beginning to seep out. Okay, so this is 6 points. This is 6 points. This is 6 points. What are these? Oh, these are protection icons. Protection, and then what's the other? That other icon? Insanity. Made of bronze. Cool and smooth, engraved symbols. Nothing to remark. Sense of crackling energy flickers in the depths of my mind. I don't think that's it. Pale, yellowy, orange gemstone, gold, black gemstone, gold, a dark green gemstone. That's only 3 things, though. Somewhat painful. Nothing to remark. There's darkness to it as if it holds untold fears inside. Ooh. Oh no. Because, like, this is technically 6 points too. Has an energy about it. Oh, but no, it's not. They would mention blood. Okay. 6 points. Yeah, I don't think it's this, because I think it is supposed to be points. Untold Fears, the Undreamed Nightmares. Yeah, that's... Which one was that? This one? So there's that. But the problem is, this also... Sense of crackling energy. I guess that's less... Because, like, when I think about trying to stay awake, energy is what I think of, but that's not necessarily mentioned here. Because it stores your fatigue. Yeah. Just... The one thing that concerns me about this is 6 points of a sleep vessel are said to represent 6 thalamic disciplines. Why is one longer than the other? Now, obviously, this says 4 that are one like the 2 that are another. But, like, that at least feels a little more even. And even if the... Because, like, even if the 2 shorter ones could just be the, you know, 2 of these. They're still evenly matched, whereas one is apparently worth more than the other, but I can't. It's somewhat painful. Yeah, let's try it. Nice. Item at 6 points. Closer inspection reveals the darkness inside. Always trust Crank. Resonance compass. The resonance compass will point towards the nearby resonant objects. The only objects to be detected in this way. Resonant objects are highly prized both by thaumaturges and those who collect occult curiosities. I don't think I have one of those, right? I feel like that'd be very obvious if I did. Alright, time to move you out. Althea O'Shea. Many years ago, I owned a silent breath, but it was already old when I inherited it, and its power died soon after. I inherited it. God, that's not necessarily a tongue twister, but like, it's about time I replaced it. Silent breath. Was I looking at this and I missed that I was looking at it? White Stag, Guardian of the Forest. Ooh, I've got an idea of what it's going to be. There are those that consider the White Heart a prize to be claimed, but there's no glory to be had for killing such a noble Guardian of the Forest. A silent breath contains a small token taken from a living White Stag. While a stag lives, the item will retain its power, allowing the bear to sense danger before it arrives. This is made of clay, right? So it's not this. Huh. Token. Where are you? There's silver. Okay. That was a blue glass. Okay, I'm gonna say it's not that. Orange gemstone, gold, wood. Where are you? Wood, you, I suspect, in white paint. This is bronze, right? Yeah. Yellowed paper, green glass, cork. Bronze. Iron. Green marble. Stone. Appears to be a fossilized creature of some sort. That's not going to be it. Stone and gold. Withered flesh. Grim. Iron, we knew that. Huge black gemstones streaked with red. Iron. Gold. Green porcelain. Pinkish gemstone. White feather. Huh. Bronze. Wait, all of this is bronze? Ooh. Glass filled with a blue liquid. A white hair. That's got to be... I mean, it's probably it, right? Cold. Nothing to mark. Seems to make the hair stand up at the back of my neck. Which would be... sense danger before it arrives. I think that's what we're... Made of slate, dark purple gemstones. I think it's gonna be this, but let's just go through the rest of things to make sure we're not missing something obvious. Bronze wood, dark green gemstone. Bronze wood, dark green gemstone. Stone. Stone, nothing in the holes. Pinkish gemstone, black gemstone. Hold on. Okay, this doesn't line up. I was thinking, wow, those are 3 gemstones in the perfect position for this, but that doesn't work like that. Still got this all locked up. Ooh, that's the compass. Anyway. Black gemstone and iron. Gold. Black gemstone. Dark green gemstone. Pale yellowy orange gemstone. Gold and silver. Bronze and orange gemstone. So let's try this. Okay. Item features a white hair, a potential trophy from a white stag. On closer inspection, my senses come alive. I don't know if that's exactly what I'd say happened, but sure. So earlier I was talking about, like, yeah, just kind of accept the clues they give you and don't try to overthink it. Seems to make the hair stand up on the back of my neck. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean I'm sensing danger, but that is, you know, a common way of, like, say Spider-Man, just show his spider senses. Is that it's something just tickling on the back of his neck, and so you just accept that. Yeah, that could be it. So let's roll with that rather than like trying to be perfect. Rufus Shelley. Oh, I'm sorry, Jupiter. I've always wanted to try a Daedalus link. I have a personal interest in the celestial branch, so I'm not completely new to such things, nor am I ignorant of the risks. Now I have a good reason for it. Need to take care of some roof repairs, and this would seem the safest way to approach it. Roof repairs when it's raining? Daedalus Link is a powerful object capable of producing a levitation field. Field extremely fragile, however, so it would be prudent not to take risk. That's surprisingly light in weight. Their designs vary, but they might point to some facet of flight. A feather or the wings of a bird or insect, for example. Okay. Where are the cryptids at? Hello, Mim. They were waiting for you. Well, let's try something. Okay, this is lighter than half a pound. That's a good start. It is a bird. Is there... I don't think we have anything that's like a feather, right? Just to make sure I'm trying different things. How much does a bat weigh? More than half a pound, so it's not the bat. Let's try the bird. Bird motif is connection to flight. Using my weighing scales, I confirm that it is very lightweight. Hell yeah. Small topaz gemstone. Cool. We'll read it later when we need it. How are you today, Sir _Mimikyu? We're gonna pet Jupiter just for you. I pet Buster, but he's sleeping, and I like to let him sleep. Let sleeping cats lie. So we'll pet Jupiter again. The ravens are back, I see. Oh, move that. Looks like it's going to be worse this time. After speaking of Verona, I've come to extend an open invitation to visit Gleeson Castle. My family has lived there for generations. I know there are artifacts that would be of use to you, gathering dust in hidden corners. All I ask is that you stay out of the South Tower and the master bedroom. Run anything you find by me first, of course. Okay. Second map. What does this say? Here's something to get you started. Walk past the main staircase and turn left. Follow that corridor down to the end and go through the door to the left. There's a small plinth in the corner of that room with an item on it that you are welcome to. I really like it anyway. Oh god. Use the buttons of the lift to change maps. Okay, so we got this and then we got this. What the hell is... Oh... Mars in winter, rising in summer. Buster's covering it, I know. There's Skaven here, apparently. Okay, so walk past the main staircase and turn. Where the fuck is the main staircase? This? And turn left. Wait, what? Follow the corridor down to the end and go through the door to the left. Is it this one? I just said don't overthink it. But also... I'm curious what the symbol here means. So I'm going to click here first. Oh, okay, so this is it. This plinth is not hard to spot in the corner of the room next to a small writing desk. A glass jar houses the object mentioned in Edmund's note. As I gather the item and turn to leave, my eye is drawn to a green book on the desk. The author's name is of particular interest. I pick it up and find Edmund on my way out, who encourages me to take it with me. Try to insist on paying for it at least, but he won't entertain the idea. Gemstones and their thalamic properties by Eli White. Cool, we got another book. Alright. You're going up here, and we're putting the books here. So what do you have to say? Amber, diurnic, yellow or orange, sometimes containing impurities, the sunstone, fire and light, heat and life. Amethyst, wixic, purple, stone of containment. Okay, so we're going to start getting stuff about the gems now. Oh boy. Cool. And then you're done, so we can put you up here. And then get you here. I bet Jupiter. The end of a long passageway, after days spent clearing away dangerous rock falls, duo came upon a chamber. In it they found a small stone tomb, too small to contain human remains. Go back and read all the other ones, right? Kirkhead Tower. Kirkhead Tower. Wait, that's it? That's all I have to go off of? There's a bunch of buildings that look like that, right? Unless there's only one in the new one? Okay, well first, Kirkhead Tower. That one of these. No. Cool. That would be this room? Is there another room that looks like this? No. Huh. Cool. A portrait of some dead lord eyes me suspiciously as I enter the room and start absentmindedly opening drawers. The room is cold and austere, and I'm about to leave when I spot a crate under the chest of drawers. This could be something. Hello. Okay. Does it save at any point? Click. I'm running out of energy. I didn't sleep great last night and was up early, so I think I'm going to call it here. I might have to redo that last room thing. I don't know if it saves all the time. Maybe it saves every time I pet Jupiter. We should pet Jupiter again just to be sure. Thank you everyone for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. Again, sorry for missing stream Wednesday, but I'm glad I did, because I think doing that gave me the energy to actually, or the wherewithal to actually think about, hey, I want to do this. I never get to raid Faith. Ever. She's never on this long. So we're gonna go raid her. Gotta reset? Yeah, but this is good. And take care of me, go be well. I will. Let's go raid Faith. She's great. I've been playing a lot of games with her off stream. I'm usually fine there on stream. Make sure to... She's got to redeem for a prize that I'm currently blanking on what the prize is that she's going to do a draw for. So make sure you redeem that when you're there. Get her to boop the snoo, because I don't think she's got to do that yet. Hell yeah. So yeah, I'll see you guys over... Here's one last look at Buster's butt. See you over at Faith's channel. I'll see you guys back here Monday. I'm excited to do more of this. We've got a couple... I think we've got at least two more streams of this. So that should, give us a little bit of time. But I'm excited and glad, having fun with this. Hope you guys are having fun watching it. And again, especially because the game's out, I don't think I have to worry about spoilers. If you guys want to, like backseating, helping me out, hey, I don't know either, but this is how I interpret this. Totally okay with me. I want to do this with you guys. So, Crank, you did it, and I know that you're allowed to do it. And I appreciate it, and I appreciate your feedback, because certainly there was one or two puzzles that I would have had trouble pulling the trigger on, and then you voiced it, and so yeah. But I'm monologuing. Go say hi to Faith. I'll see you guys Monday. Thanks for watching.